1 year of the October 7th attack, exactly 365 days ago, Hamas invaded Israel. The attack had shocked the world. It ended almost 2 decades of peace in Israel, or the closest they've been to peace in a long time. Israel retaliated against the Hamas by invading Gaza. 1 year later, the conflict has snowballed and it threatens to consume the entire region, all of West Asia. Now it appears that Israel will remain at war for the foreseeable future. It is fighting adversaries on multiple fronts and planning a direct strike on Iran, its biggest rival and sworn enemy. Israel is facing assaults from both the north and the south. In the north, it's Hezbollah. In the south, it's Hamas. Both launched attacks today. Air sirens rang out in several parts of Israel, including in Tel Aviv. Look at these pictures. This is a hotel building in Israel's Holon. A rocket attack by Hamas shattered its windows. Hamas fired at least 5 projectiles and left 2 people injured. This comes after Israel conducted airstrikes in Gaza yesterday. They struck 2 locations in central Gaza, a mosque and a school, which was being used as a shelter. Israel says these were Hamas command and control centers, and that is why they were attacked. The Israeli Defense Force, or the IDF, has no plans to go easy on Gaza. Today, it issued fresh evacuation warnings, asking people living near Khan Yunis to leave. Khan Yunis is a city in southern Gaza. Similar orders were issued in the north as well. Fighting is intensifying in Lebanon too. Israel has struck more targets, more Hezbollah targets, and the other side is firing back. Yesterday, they shot more than 100 rockets across the border into Israel. And today, the Hezbollah conducted a fresh round of strikes. They damaged at least 60 apartments. They also targeted Haifa. Haifa is an important port city. Israeli forces have a base there in Haifa, and that's where the Hezbollah fired at, the military base. Now, reports say that they were successful. The rockets, the Hezbollah rockets, breached Israel's air defenses, according to reports. At least 10 people were injured. We don't have reports of any damage to the military base yet. Irrespective, the Israeli Prime Minister remains undeterred. He has vowed to keep fighting.
A year ago, we suffered a terrible blow. For the past 12 months, we've been changing reality from end to end. The whole world is astounded at the blows you inflict on our enemies, and I salute you and tell you, you are the generation of victory. Together we will fight, and together we will win.
We are changing reality. That's what Netanyahu said yesterday. He was visiting his troops in the north, where he's also deploying more troops in the north. Today, a new division of soldiers was sent to the north, taking the total number to 3 divisions, meaning 3 divisions of Israeli soldiers are stationed on the border with Lebanon. One division has anywhere between 7,500 to 10,000 soldiers. So going by this latest figure, Israel could have at least 20,000 troops fighting in the north. And that's not all. These ground troops are getting aerial support with the IDF's relentless barrage of airstrikes. So fighting is intensifying both in the north and the south. And then there is Iran, which is bracing for an attack from Israel. Over the weekend, Israel's defense minister spoke about this. His name is Yoav Gallant. And he had a message for Tehran. If you harm Israel, you'll end up looking like Gaza or Beirut. That's what he said.
The Iranians did not even scratch the capabilities of the Air Force. No squadron has been damaged. No plane has been damaged. There is no runway that doesn't allow takeoff. And there is no damage to our continuity. Whoever thinks that by trying to harm Israel, they will deter us from reacting, they only need to look at what is happening in Gaza and Beirut.
So what is Israel's plan? How will it respond to Tuesday's attack? Israel's military is taking its time. It says it will strike Iran at a time and place of its choosing. Tehran says it is ready, that if Israel attacks, they will strike back. Tehran says it has a list of, and I'm quoting, many Israeli targets. So a lot of saber rattling and a wider war looks imminent. Meanwhile, the US and other Western nations are going through the motions, calling for de-escalation, a ceasefire in Gaza, and the return of hostages. That's what they're asking for. At best, these statements sound futile because neither Iran nor Israel appear to be in the mood for diplomacy at the moment. At worst, they're hypocritical, asking for the fire to be doused while adding fuel to it.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election. Explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.